like to join me in the garden? I thought you might. All right, so right now we are just after the 4th of July, but it's usually right around this time that my lupines, which bloomed earlier in the season, are now, I don't want to, oh, ew, a beetle. Ew, goodbye. Look at it. Look it. Look it. Can you see it in there? Ugh. Goodbye. Lupines usually bloom a little bit on the earlier side, so it's typically right about now when the pods are ready to be harvested, and I am crazed about getting the pods because that's how you get the seeds. And usually what I do is I just take them and get you sprinkle dinkle all over the place, but I think I want to sprinkle dinkle them in a different spot this year, so I don't know if you'll be able to see me. Hold on. Okay, so here's what I do. I'll show you. I wait. Can you see me? Okay, good. I wait until they're brown. One time my mom cut them when they were still green, and I was like, what are you doing? But brown really is the best. And you kind of want to get them right that before they spiral and start to spread themselves in the immediate area. And I'll show you what I mean. So, these pods, and they look like little beans, right? These pods are all still closed, but they're nice and brown. Can you hear that? You can hear the little seeds inside. However, sometimes when they are left on their own, they do this. See how they spiral? That means that the pods are open, and I love when they do that because the seeds go all over the place. So, I've done this a couple different ways, and if you go and look, there's a couple different methods. Some people say that what you should do is just leave it on the stem, toss the stem wherever you'd like some lupins the following year, and then let that be that. Then there's other people who recommend that you open up the pods very gently and you lay all of the seeds out to sort of dry. You can either do it inside or in the sun, you know, whatever. And then you just save them for the next year. Then there's also people that recommend that when you do go to sow them, when you do go to plant them, that you nick the seeds a little bit. I have tried it all. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I'm in zone 7. I'm in New England, southern New England. So I think that's zone 7. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I'm a little sleepy. But I have found that all of those different recommendations are true. And ultimately, if you are working with like a more dominant color like these this year, these are all purple lupins. So I found that like it doesn't really matter what you do, but I will show you. I usually do a little mix of both. Sometimes I'll leave them on the stem. Other times I just come in here and I just take them right off very gently, very carefully. And then to open up a seed pod, it's just as you would expect. They're about this big. And I just very gently press. And then there's all the little seeds inside. So I'm gonna go get myself a little something, maybe a little baggie. Oh, hi, oh, there's a baby hopper. I don't think you can see it, it's so small. Oh my gosh, wait, can you see? No, probably not. Hi, Hopper. Okay, come on. Go on. I'm gonna get a little something, maybe an envelope to put these in. Some I will sprinkle now, and then others I will save and do like in the spring. And then others I will take and I will put them in potting soil and pots, and I will keep them. These lupins out here originated from seeds that I got just at, I think I found them somewhere up in Maine in like a little garden center or something like that. And what I did was I started them all in pots. This was in 2011. Started them in pots, waited for them to kind of bloom. I kept them in the pots for, oh my goodness, I think like a full year and a half, because I planted them around Christmas time. And then I finally was brave enough to put them outside. That year, I was able to get like one plant, but all the others were kind of like, you know, because they were so little. Then after that, the following year, they were like, poof, everywhere. So now, usually this is filled with lupins. This crop is a mixture between those seeds, the seeds of those seeds, just me replanting. And then we also got some lupin seeds at a different garden center, and a friend of ours brought lupin seeds from Colorado. And that was really interesting. I now have a feeling that this might be the Colorado strain, but I can't be certain. So I don't know if that's helpful, but this has just sort of been my adventure with gardening. The first thing that I was experimenting with actually was when I was a kid. I had a little crop of, I think, violets that someone had given to me. I think the Easter Bunny gave them to me. And I decided to plant them out by my sandbox, and they loved it there. So then I did a little dig and divide. I was literally 4. I did a little dig and divide without telling my parents, and I brought them somewhere else. And then my dad went out to his potato patch, and he's like, why are there violets everywhere? I'm like, oh, I don't know. The birds. The birds are so ambitious here. Anyways, so first it was that. Then in this same area as a kid, I tried to grow carrots, which was unsuccessful. I tried to grow corn, which was also unsuccessful. So that's when I then moved on to lupins, and this has been my passion project literally since 2011. So those are my little tips. I hope that you enjoyed this time here in the garden with me. We've got some beautiful ferns, a holly bush, some absolutely stunning hydrangea. And I absolutely love it out here. So I hope that you guys have a wonderful weekend, and we will catch up again another time. If you're interested in more content like this, or if you really like whimsical art, like fairy houses, magic wands, potions, Renaissance fairs, cosplay, all those kinds of things, my name's Samantha. I own a small business called Little Small & Co., and I'm a full-time artist. I make whimsical artworks from natural materials that I gather all over New England, and every single thing I make across every category is totally original, handmade by me, one of one, never to be duplicated. And I also make my art really affordable, because I think that more people should have art rather than me sitting around and being a gatekeeper, because that's ridiculous. So littlesmallandco.com. Follow me across all social media platforms, especially on Reddit. I'm scared of Reddit, but I'm over there. And let me know any of your gardening tips, or if you've had good luck with lupins. I'd love to hear about your experiences. Thanks. Bye.